Waalaikumsalam. Good afternoon to Miss Dewati STMJS as a lecturer on the basic of programming. And my dear friend, let me introduce myself. My name is Fale Aribudi, who will serve as moderator in the discussion of the Blazing Fruits of Cashier program with C++. Allow me to introduce the member. There is Yanto and Sabrina Azara, Fersana Nita Putri, and Fatima Lailatul Azara. Okay, no need to linger. The first material will be explained by Sabrina Azara. To Sabrina, submit.
Okay, so now I will explain how to download Dev C++. Dev C++ is an integrated development environment (IDE) used for programming in the C and C++ language. Here are the general steps to install Dev C++ application. One, download the installer. Visit the official Dev C++ website or other reliable source to download the Dev C++ installer. Search might change from time to time, so be sure to look for the latest version. 2. Run the installer. After downloading the installer, run the installer file. Usually, this will be a file with the extension, for example, dev C++ XSS setup X. Follow the installer instruction that appear. 3. Installer process. Select the installation language, agree to the listen term, select the directory where Dev C++ will be installed. Usually the default directory is Dev C++. Select the component you want to install. Usually the choice are C++ compiler and Dev C++ IDE. 4. Complete the installation. Click the install or next button to start the installation process. Wait for the installation process to complete. 5. Start Dev C++. After the installation is complete, you will usually see a shortcut on your desktop or start menu. Open Dev C++ by clicking on the shortcut. 6. Compiler configuration. If required, Dev C++ may require initial configuration to recognize the compiler. Be sure to configure the compiler setting correctly. 7. Create a new program. Once Dev C++ is open, create a new project or program file. You can start by creating CPP for file for C++ program or C for C program. Write and compile code. Write your program code is the Dev C++ editor. Click the compile button to compile the code. Check the compilation output and the button of the IDE window. 9. Program execute. If there are no compilation error, you can execute the program by clicking the run button or using the F10 keyboard shortcut. Then the display of the Hello World program that we have created earlier will appear. Dev C++ should be installed on your system and you are ready to start developing program in C or C++. Don't forget to check out the Dev C++ documentation or other online research to understand further feature and use of this IDE.
Okay, the second material will be explained to Fretsa Nanita Putri.
Okay, next how to make a cashier program with C++. The following is a tutorial for creating a cashier program in C++, which includes several spans of steps in making it. 1. First we create a new file in the Dev C++ application by clicking new on the file menu, selecting short file ctrl plus N. Then we type the basic code from C++ as shown in the image below. After that, we click on the keyboard ctrl plus C to save the file. Save it in the folder we want. Then name the file and choose the filter format C++ source file. Then we click save. 2. Next, we start writing the code for the cashier program that will we create. First, we add variable to the declaration. Here we will use two data types, namely the integer data type to store whole number data, namely number data that do not have fraction or comment in them, and the char data type which is used to store single letters, numbers, function, marks, symbols, or empty space. Where later its variable that we entered earlier will represent as part of program that we will create. Then below the variable declaration code, we add a list of root name and price so that it is easy when we input the item to be purchased or calculate. Then we add a section to input the number of type of fruit you want to buy. At the bottom of the list, we use the syntax to call the variable number 3. Then below we enter a section to input the choice of fruit purchase using for, and we use it as a log so that when inputting the number value in the code variable there is no more than the number of the list that was created earlier. If it is more, it will continue repeat until we enter the number code in the list. Then to provide a price value for each type of fruit and a calculation for each fruit purchase. To make it easier, we use a switch case. Then we put each fruit into the switch case. For more details, we can look at the image below. 5. For the total value, we combine the total value of each total fruit purchase. For more details, we can see the image below. 6. When we create a section to calculate the price after discount, payment amount, and change, and we use if else. For more details, we can look at the image. 7. Then we make a log of choice, yeah or n. If we cast yeah, then the program will repeat from the beginning. If we choose n, then the program will stop. Here we use the wheel where we have put the in on. For more details, we can look at the image below. 8. The last thing is that we create the closing output of our program. For more details, we can see the image below. 9. The following is the complete source code or syntax that we created.
The brief tutorial will be explained to Fatima Minatul Azhara. Please let me know.
Next, how to use the cashier program. 1. The first thing we do is compile our program file by clicking the compile tool or by clicking the F and button on the 2. If there are no problems with the program, then we continue to run our program by clicking the run tool or by clicking the F10 button on the keyboard. 3. After we run the cashier program, a display will appear on CMD as follows.
Chapter 3. How to use the cashier program. The first thing we do is compile our program file by clicking the compile tool or by clicking the F9 button on the keyboard. 2. If there are no problem with the program, then we continue to run our program by clicking the run tool or by clicking the F10 button on the keyboard. After we run the cashier program, the display will appear on CMD flowers. We will try to buy 2 kg of mango and 3 kg of rambutan. Then we enter the number 2 to enter the number of type of fruit 2. Then the choice of fruit we purchase will appear. First we will buy mango because mango the list is number 1. Then we'll enter the number 1 is input for the choice fruit we purchase. After that we are asked enter the amount to buy because we want to buy 2 kg of mango, so we enter number 2 in the input. Then the price of 2 kg of mango that we want to buy will 50,000. Second, we will buy 3 kg of rambutan because on the list mango is number 6. So in the input of the choice of fruit we purchase, we enter the number 6. After that, we are asked to enter amount to buy because we are going to buy 3 kg of rambutan, so we enter the number 3 in the input. Then the price of 3 kg of rambutan that we want to buy will appear is 30,000 rupiah. Then when entering the payment, the amount is entered by amount is will be $150,000. The following section menu is asked, select Y or N. They will repeat back to the beginning without exiting the program, and N to exiting the program. Because we don't want to count the fruit again, we enter N. Then will be taken to the final display on the cashier program that we are.
beli berapa jenis buah, Miss? Dua, sih kan kayak mangga sama apel kan dua.
Oke, koleksi hewan, coba. Pilihkan buah yang akan dibeli.
1 sampai 10.
Oh, ya. Coba pilih buah. Jeruk buah yang akan dibeli dalam jumlah misalkan 2 kilo. Pilih terbesar. Coba bentar, itu kan yang dibeli harganya berapa sih? Berapa sih? 18.000 kali 2 36. Itu berapa?
36.
36. Saya kecil kayak 36. Pembayaran gitu kali ya.
Iya, Miss.
Oke, coba pembayarannya pakai duit 50.000. Apakah Anda akan melanjutkan transaksi? Oh, ya. Ya kan? Apakah Anda akan melanjutkan transaksi? Coba kalau ya. Dua. Satu. Dan 3. Uang yang satunya nggak muncul harganya ya? Nggak salah harga itu di terakhir gitu ya?
Iya.
Kayak satu dulu gitu.
Oh, coba coba.
Enggak.
Mangga itu satu ya, item 1 mangga kan, mangga itu yang akan dibeli 3 mangga itu 25.000. Oke, 25 ya. Kemudian oke, masukkan yang lain, apel misal 2. Belanjanya 75.
Ini kan di programnya di setel, Miss. Kalau belanjanya di atas 100.000 dia dapat diskon 35%.
Oh, sebentar. Belanja Anda berarti ini total belanjanya berapa?
Total belanjanya
Oh, 200.
yang total awalnya sebelum diskon dia 200.000. Setelah dapat diskon 35% dia jadi 130.000.
Kok bisa 200.000? Kan itu 50.000 ditambah 75 bukan? Iya kan? Iya Pak? Kok bisa 200.000? Nyambung nggak?
Nyambung, Miss. Satu di total belanja awalnya.
Dan itu kan kalau 2 itu kan berarti harusnya berapa tuh? 125 ya? Nah, 75-nya korupsi nih kasirnya. Enggak? Ya?
Bisa.
Ya. nih harus spend waktu ya nanti di minggu tengah. Saya agendakan itu setiap jam 8 pagi. Karena kalau jam 8 pagi itu kan belum ada rapat dan kegiatan yang lain ya. Bukunya mana? Ini yang kerja kemarin siapa saja yang kerja? Yang bekerja? Belum. Yang lain sudah bekerja? Ada? Yang sudah presentasi?
Matiin dulu ya.
Oke, nah ini juga sama. Kasih penjelasan ya. Variabel total sama dengan total itu maksudnya ngapain? Nah, itu diceritakan ya. Jadi setiap gambar diceritakan isi gambarnya apa. Coba di poin lagi. Lagi. Oke, next. Lagi ke bawah. Bawah lagi. Ini sama direvisinya semua ini ya. Penjelasan dari gambar ini. Oke, lagi. Lagi. Oke, ke bawah lagi. Nah, seperti ini ya. Nah, seperti ini ya, bagus nih ya. Nah, maksud saya seperti ini nih. Ada cara menggunakan apa namanya? Menggunakan hasil compilernya. Ya, hasil compilernya kan tadi sudah seperti ini ya tampilannya ya. Nah, tapi kan kebanyakan dari kalian tidak memasukkan cara menggunakan hasil compiler dari program yang dibuat. Misalkan memasukkan apa namanya kode barangnya, nah kemudian jumlah lebihnya dan seterusnya. Nah, kalau diberikan seperti ini akan mudah untuk dibaca. Oke, next. Oke, ya silakan.
Okay, that's all our presentation, more or less. Please forgive. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.